Welcome to a special extended edition of Elite Sports Network. Today, we are attempting something unprecedented in sports broadcasting, a full 15-minute definitive chronicle of the greatest to ever do it. We're talking about the 8-time Mr. Olympia, the 26-time IFBB Pro Champion, and the man who brought a level of intensity to the iron that shouldn't be humanly possible. This is the complete, unfiltered saga of Ronnie Coleman, the King. From the red mud of Monroe, Louisiana, to the blinding lights of Las Vegas, Ronnie's journey is a masterclass in dedication. It's about building a mindset that refuses to acknowledge the word limit. It's about a man who lived on free pizza, worked as a cop for a decade while ruling the stage, and sacrificed everything. A reign built on heavy metal, 6,000 calories a day, and a lightweight baby mentality that defied the laws of biology. He revolutionized the sport of bodybuilding. From the streets of Louisiana to the global stage, his journey is a masterclass in what the human body and mind can achieve when pushed to the absolute edge. He is the standard. To understand the King, we have to go back to the source. Monroe, Louisiana, 1964, a time and place where hard work was the only currency. This is where it started. Ronnie Coleman was a natural athlete from day one. Growing up in a household that valued a rigorous work ethic, he gave 100% to everything he touched. Natural powerhouse. He learned early on that discipline wasn't just a habit, it was a survival skill. Whether it was on the track or in the classroom, Ronnie was exceptional. He was always training. He excelled in track and football, showing a physique that was already far ahead of his peers. While others were hanging out, Ronnie was grinding at the local fields. But Ronnie wasn't just building a body, he was building a brain. He attended Grambling State University, where he didn't just study, he mastered the books and the accounting ledgers. In 1986, he graduated cum laude with a degree in accounting. He was smart, he was strong, and he was highly disciplined in the classroom. Brain and brawn in one man. On the gridiron, he was a star middle linebacker under the legendary Eddie Robinson. He was a walk-on player who had to fight for every snap through sheer violence. The intensity of Division I football forged Ronnie's mindset. On the field, he was a force of nature, using his speed and size to dominate. He was destined for the iron. But after college, reality set in. Finding work as an accountant in the late 80s was dry. Ronnie was facing a new kind of struggle in the job market: humility. To keep the lights on, Ronnie took a job delivering for Domino's Pizza. He's called this the hardest job he ever had, surviving on free employee pizzas for 2 years. Struggle. Those long nights delivering pizzas weren't wasted. They taught him patience and perseverance. He knew he was meant for more than a delivery car. The King was waiting. In 1989, everything changed. Ronnie saw a newspaper ad for the Arlington Police Department. He applied and got his dream job. Bodybuilding was still nowhere on his radar. Service. He loved the structure, the discipline, and the service. He just wanted to be the best officer. But being a massive officer had its perks on the streets of Texas. Authority. While on patrol, a fellow officer suggested he check out Metroflex Gym. Owner Brian Dobson saw a genetic masterpiece and offered Ronnie a free membership on one condition: destiny. Ronnie had to let Brian train him for a competition. Ronnie agreed, and the officer was about to become a competitor. The King was being forged in the heat of Texas. Forge. With only months of training, Ronnie swept the 1990 Mr. Texas, even beating his mentor. It was a stunning debut that proved he was a natural freak of nature. Texas King. He turned pro in 1991, but the world stage was a different beast. In his first Mr. Olympia in 1992, he didn't even place 16th. A humbling wake-up call. Growth. What most people forget are the silent years. From 1992 to 1997, Ronnie was just another guy in the lineup. He was working patrol by day and grinding by night. Cop. He placed 15th in 94, 11th in 95, and 6th in 96. It was a slow, agonizing climb. He had to learn how to be a bodybuilder from the ground up while a cop. Grit. Imagine finishing a 12-hour patrol shift and then going to hit a back workout that would break most men. That is the discipline that built the King. No shortcuts. Iron. The sport was ruled by the golden trio of aesthetics: Flex Wheeler and Kevin Levrone. They were the heir apparents. Ronnie was just an afterthought. Aesthetics. Rivalry. Then came 1998. Dorian Yates was gone. Ronnie brought a package so massive and shredded it was undeniable. When he won, he fainted. He was out cold. The King was born. Shock. He was out for minutes while the crowd roared. When he woke up, he was Mr. Olympia. The era of the mass monster had officially begun. The King was crowned. Absolute. Glory. Every king faces a challenger. In 2001, Ronnie faced his greatest threat. A young, confident Jay Cutler came out of nowhere and almost took the crown away. Threat: crisis. Jay was leading after the morning prejudging. The world was in shock. Ronnie was off his game, and for the first time, he looked truly beatable. It was a moment of doubt. Crisis. Ronnie had to dig deeper than ever. He won the evening show by the narrowest of margins. That scare changed him. It sent him into a dark place of intensity. Mission. 2003. 2003 is his masterpiece. He returned at 287 pounds of shredded muscle. His back blocked out the lights. Jay Cutler knew it was over backstage. A perfect score. Masterpiece. Human. It was the most freakish version of a human being ever seen. He established a standard of mass and conditioning that has never been matched. A true physical anomaly. History. King. But Ronnie wasn't done. In 2004, he decided to see how far he could push the human body. He stepped on stage at over 300 pounds. Massive. Incredible. Limitless bulk. Records. His thighs were 36 inches. His arms were 24 inches. He was a mountain of muscle that defied the laws of biology. He was testing the absolute limits of man. Extreme. Monster. King. His dominance was built on a brutal 6-day split. He hit every muscle group twice a week. He believed muscle density came from moving massive loads. Relentless. Iron split. War. His 800-pound squat for 2 reps became the stuff of legend. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight baby. These were his tools to psych himself up for war. Absolute intensity. Power. Steel. He'd press 200-pound dumbbells as if they were peanuts. He didn't use machines to stay safe. He used free weights to grow. No shortcuts, ever. Pure power. Warrior. Gym war. Victory. Fueling that mass required 6,000 calories a day, over 550 grams of protein, 6 massive meals, even waking up at 3 a.m. to refuel. It was a full-time job. Nutrition. Anabolic. King. He used massive amounts of BBQ sauce and slap ya mama seasoning just to get the dry chicken down. Nutrition was the foundation of his 8-year reign. Discipline. Fork war. But there was a dark side to this intensity. In 1996, Ronnie herniated a disc while squatting. He finished the workout and went to work as a cop. Sacrifice. Silence. Legend. Price. He refused surgery for a decade just to keep winning. He essentially sacrificed his long-term mobility for the sake of his legacy. That is the true price. Mindset. King. Choice. Loss. Since retiring, Ronnie has faced over 13 major surgeries, spinal fusions, hip replacements, and neck repairs. His medical bills have exceeded $2 million. Physical cost, broken iron, spirit. Today, he often relies on crutches, but his spirit is untouched. He has no regrets, only that he didn't do more reps on that squat. Unbroken spirit. Champion of life. Resilience. No regrets. King. In 2011, he launched his signature series. He owned and operated it himself, applying the same work ethic from the gym to the boardroom. A global ambassador for the sport. Boardroom king. Brand. He traveled the world, meeting millions. He fundamentally changed what judges look for, ushering in the era of extreme density and grainy mass monsters. Global impact, legend, influence, world. In 2021, he received the Lifetime Achievement Award. "Mama, we got us a Lifetime Achievement Award," he said through tears. Every eye in the world was wet. Final crown. Mama. Tears. Respect. Ronnie Coleman's legacy is etched in the iron he lifted and the standard he set. He proved that through pure will and intensity, the impossible becomes possible. Long live the king. Eternal. Iron. Will. We hope you've enjoyed this 15-minute journey into the life of a legend. Ronnie Coleman is more than a bodybuilder. He's an inspiration to us all. Take that king mentality with you. Outwork everyone. Complain nothing. If Ronnie's story inspired you, let us know in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe to Elite Sports Network for more legendary documentaries. We've got more icons coming. Community, interaction, ESN, like. We'll see you next time. And remember, it ain't nothing but a peanut. Yeah, buddy, go get those reps in. Elite Sports Network, signing off. Peanut, Buddy, Legacy, goodbye.